we had seen the data capture format to be used for the year 2014-15. 2014-15 में उन लोगों ने जो डेटाबेस के लिए डेटा कैप्चर फॉर्मेट में जो चेंजेस किए उन सब के बारे में अभी हम देख चुके हैं, उन सब पे चर्चा कर चुके हैं, डिस्कशन एट लेंथ। हम लोगों ने नए वेरिएबल्स पे भी किया और जो एग्जिस्टिंग वेरिएबल्स में जहाँ पे डेटा में कुछ कमियाँ आती थी उनको दूर करने के लिए, उनको कमियों को खत्म करने के लिए हमें क्या स्टेप्स उठाने चाहिए वो हम लोग पहले डिस्कस करते हैं। डाइस 2014-15 इम्प्लीमेंटेशन के लिए जब आपका डेटा कैप्चर फॉर्मेट भर के आपके पास आ जाएगा, आपके पास मतलब जहाँ पे डेटा एंट्री होगी, डेटा एंट्री पॉइंट पर जब डेटा कैप्चर फॉर्मेट भर के आ जाएगा, उसके बाद आपको सॉफ्टवेयर में क्या स्टेप्स करने हैं, किस तरह से आपको उन स्टेप्स को फॉलो करना है, किस सीक्वेंस में फॉलो करना है और किस तरह से आप सॉफ्टवेयर के थ्रू डेटा जनरेट करेंगे 2014-15 के लिए, डेटा कैप्चर फॉर्मेट प्रिंट करेंगे, किस तरह से डेटा एंट्री के लिए स्टेप्स फॉलो करेंगे, डेटा एंट्री करने के बाद किस तरह से वैलिडेशंस देखेंगे, किस तरह से इनकंसिस्टेंसी चेक करेंगे और किस तरह से रिपोर्टिंग का पार्ट, ये सब आपको अभी हम बताएंगे। In detail we will go for describing the steps to print the data capture format and to the data entry. Rest of the part like inconsistency module, reporting module, that will also be discussed in length, but not at this particular time in length. We will give you the brief of the reporting module and inconsistency module. Maybe in the next part or next section, we may give you the complete presentation on the reporting module and how to analyze the data, how to use the reports, all these things. So to start the data entry module and start the printing module, data capture format printing module, validations module, you have to download the latest updated module from dice.in, and the web link for downloading the latest updates, patches or the software is dice.in/udice.html. This is the web page where all the latest updates for all the modules of DICE, including the school database module, which covers the data entry part, data capture format printing part, and inconsistency module, including the initialization of new schools, blocks, villages, clusters, habitation, panchayat, municipality, city, and assembly constituency, including the new options of creating unique school codes and splitting the schools. All these options are available in school database module. The next module will be reporting module. Once the data entry is done, inconsistency is checked, then you can generate the reports based on the data which you had fed into the system for the year 2014-15. We will be now presenting the software module, school database module, which is the most important module for the year 2014-15. After downloading the software and after installing it on the machine, you just execute the executable file of DICE school database module, that is UDISC-SCH. This is the executable file name, and this will be the screen which you see on the, this will be the splash screen which you are now seeing on the monitor of your system. On the top, this is UDICE, Unified DICE at district level, release 2014, build 28th August 2014. That means this is the date of last updation done into the software. Just click on to continue, and it will ask for the username and password and a connect string. Let me clarify that connect string is just only a logical entity to connect the front end, that means the software, DICE software, with the back end, that means Oracle database where your data is residing, or where you will be doing the data entry part. So connect string is also called as database alias, which you have to create, and the steps for creating a database alias or connect string is also available on the documentation part on the dice.in/udice.html. Now you have to specify the username and password. Which username? Which you had created in Oracle and where the data is existing. The data for previous year. Previous year means 2013-14. Last year you provided us the data for 2013-14, every district and every block. You are having the data for the year 2013-14 your machine. Just logging into that. I am using the state user. For example, I am using Gujarat. Only for demonstration. Just logging into it. If the username and password which you provided for Oracle connection is valid, then you will be taken into the next screen, that is academic year selection. On the screen you may be seeing the state name. In this particular state, all these number of districts data is available in DICE. Then you might be seeing the year, academic year. For example, whichever year you select, whichever district you select, for that particular district, the years are listed. Now, if I select first district, then it shows the year, what all the years that data is available for this particular district. Now, this district, Kutch, is having the data for 2013, 14, 12, 13, 11, 12, 10, 11, 19, like this. Starting from 2001-2 in this particular system, in this particular user. Just select the 2013-14 year and click on continue with 2013-14. Now on the bottom of the screen you can see the processing, what the system is doing. It is updating the data entry, updating the master entities and making the database ready for 2014-15. You had seen that there are some new variables added into the data capture format. So the database is modified accordingly, the tables are modified accordingly, technically the tables are altered accordingly as per the requirement of the database data capture format for the year 2014-15. Now the system is ready, you are ready to process the next step for 2014-15. We told you that go to master entry and click on create unique school code. Why to create a unique school code? This school code will be independent of any block, any village, any district. The present school code, 11-digit school code is dependent on state code, district code, block code, village code and then school code, then school sequence number. In that case, if you move a school from one village to another village, or from one block to another block, or from one district to another district, then the school code changes. But the school code should not change in any case, so we have implemented a new concept of a unique school code throughout the state. And how to create the school code, unique school code? Just go to master, click on create unique school code option. It will say for the year 2013-14 we are having 124 schools in this particular district. Now just remember one thing, that we have to create the unique school code for which year? 2014-15. Whereas it is showing there are 124 schools in the academic year. In the academic year 2013-14. Click it no, go to tools, go to generate data. Selected academic year is 2013-14. We have to generate the data for 2014-15, so go to select a block for which particular block you want to generate, or you can generate for all blocks in this particular district. Then select the year for which you want to generate the data. Generate the data means to copy the constant values of the year 2013-14 into 2014-15. Just click on 2014-15 and click on generate. After the confirmation, it will start generating the data for 2014-15. It will show the progress. There are 124 schools, out of which now it is generated Now the data is generated from 2013-14 to 2014-15 for the selected block. In this particular block there were 124 schools. Now we have generated the data for 2014-15. Now exit and then re-log in into the module with the same username but the year as 2014-15. After login for 2014-15, again it will process something at the bottom of the screen. You can see the processing what is going on. Now go to master menu, create unique school code. It will say there are 124 schools in the academic year 2014-15. Are you sure to create unique school code for these schools? Click yes. Now what it will do is it will read the year of establishment for each and every school for the selected district, and then it will create a unique school code for each and every school for the year 2014-15. Let me clarify that the school code, the new school unique school code is also again of 11 digits. First 2 digits for state code, next 4 digits for year of establishment of the school, and the last 5 digits are school sequence number starting from 00001. 00001. For example, if in the state the year of establishment is 1925 and in 1925 there are 5 schools established, 5 schools in 1925. So the first school of that particular state, for example Gujarat, in 1995 the code will be 24, which is the state code, 24 for Gujarat, 241925. 1925 is the year of establishment of the school. Then 00001. The next will be 241925000002 up to 5, because there are 5 distinct schools established in the year 1925. The next year will be, for example, 1936. So the code will be 241936000001. Like this, the unique school code is being created in the system now. 11-digit school code. And this school code will be inserted into all the tables of dice. Now it is generated, the unique code. The message comes, process of creating unique school code is over. Are you sure to view list of schools with unique school code? If you click yes, it will show you the list of schools with the previous code and the new unique school code, along with the school name, village name and other information. Now this is dice school code. That means 2401 is the district code, again 01 is the block code, 001 is the village code, and the last 01 is the school sequence number. But the unique school code generated based on the year of establishment concept is 2419780001. Then 2400800001. Now if you see, this is 2. So second and third school are in the same year. Or if you go to, now you can see all the schools. 124 schools. For all those schools, a unique school code is created. Along with the school name, village name, year of establishment is also shown, school category is shown, lowest class and highest class is shown. You can print this list. We will also give you the feature of exporting this list to Excel or any other popular software, so that you can keep the list for ready reference for future. So this is how you can create a unique school code at the state level. Please remember, this unique school code creation is to be done at the state level, not at the district level. But this has created the unique school code only for a particular district. For which district? We are logged in into Kutch. But if we log in into another district, it will show the list of that particular district also. The codes are already created. You can click on just master and create unique school code. It will create the unique school code. Now this was the first step to be followed for beginning for the work of UDAIS 2014-15. The next step, which is also below the master menu, is split schools having multiple managements. When you click on it, it will show you list of schools having multiple managements in this particular district, in the selected district, Kutch, for the year 2014-15, not for 13-14. These two options will not be available if you log in through 2013-14. These will be operational only if the year is 14-15. Next year again these options will not be there. Splitting of a school will not be available next year. This year we are splitting the schools because last year we were having the schools with multiple management. This year we will split the schools. Next year all the schools will be having only one management. So now if you see this school, this is Shri Government High School. The school code is there, village name is there, school category is secondary with higher secondary. And the managements are, at elementary it was not applicable, at secondary it is Department of Education, at higher secondary it is no response. So if you split now you have to see the school, whether this school is to be splitted or not. This school should not be splitted. Why? Because in management there is no response at the higher secondary level. So this school should automatically be treated as one management school, and you have to remove this is 99, this is 1 and this is 99. You have to change the management of higher secondary as not applicable. Then it will automatically be single management school. This list will not be populated for this particular school. Similarly, if you see school type, you have responded as not applicable, co-education and no response. So this no response is not valid here. Here it should be not applicable. Although the lowest class and highest class is 9 to 12. So there is some mistake in the data. What is the mistake? Although the school is lowest class is 9 and highest class is 12, the school category is secondary with higher secondary, but you have not provided the data for management of higher secondary. It cannot be no response. It should be not applicable or any management should be there. It cannot be not applicable also, because you are specifying that the school is from 9 to 12. So what is the management of higher secondary, you have not specified. That is why this particular school is listed here. If you split this particular school, how to split it? Just select the school and click on split. I will show you the procedure. I will not split this school. I will show you the procedure. It will say new school will be created with the school code as. This will be the new school code which will be given to the higher secondary part. And when you click on yes, it will create a new school with the same data but with a new code. After this process only you can go for DCF printing. Without this process You should not go for DCF printing, otherwise the management problem will be there and school category problem will be there. Now once you have created unique school code, you have splitted the schools. Now another task is, in most of the states or most of the districts, there are some movement from one school, one village to another school of the schools. Schools are moved from one village to another village or one block to another block. Even from one district to another district, when the districts are bifurcated and new districts are created. For some, not for some, for a state, Andhra Pradesh, the state is divided into two states now, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. So how to bifurcate a state, or how to bifurcate a district, or how to bifurcate a block, that process is also to be done before printing the data capture format. So what you will do is, go to Tools menu, go to Shifting and Splitting. The year is 2014-15. Level is block level. Select a block. 124 schools are there in this particular block. There are some options which you can use. For example, you select this particular school and change the educational block. Just select this and click on educational block. So this school might be attached with some other educational block in the previous year, but in this year you can attach this particular school with this educational block, or attach with a cluster. Earlier this school was within the purview of any other cluster. Now this year this school will be attached with this cluster. Panchayat, that means you can change the entities attached with the school. Educational block, cluster, panchayat, constituency, municipality, city, and now you can also shift the school from one district to another district. First we will see how to shift the school from one block to another block. Now we have selected 2401 as the district and 01 is the block. Lakhpat is the block. Now what we do is, in this same district, now here we are specifying this school is moved to which district? Same district. Which block? Same block. Which village? Another village. That means this school is moving from this block and earlier village to a new village. The village code will be 2401010002, whereas this school is in 24010101. But now if you click on Shift School to Destination Village and if you click Yes, the school code will change. If you click Yes, it will say the geographical entities, that means cluster, educational block, municipality, city, those you have to attach again. If you again click Yes, it will say thus. Presently it does not move. It will say the selected school will have the new school code as 240101000202. That means we are moving a school from one village to another village. This is one method of moving a school from one village to another village within a block, within a district. But if you want to move this school from this block to another block, what you have to do is just select another block. Select the village. Now you are moving the school from one block to another block. But what if a school is But what if a district is bifurcated? Then you have to move the school from one district to another district. So what you will do is, it's very simple, just change the district. Now all the blocks of this selected district, new district, is listed. And all the villages of the selected block are listed. Now if you move this school from 2401010001, from this village it will move to Amargarh block of Banaskantha district into this particular village. So this is the method how you can move one school from one village to another village, one block to another block, one district to another district. But this is to be done very carefully and not for fiddling with the data. Because this will remove the cluster code, panchayat code, municipality, assembly constituency and city from this particular school's data. And it will be listed in inconsistency options. So after moving a school from one entity to another entity, you have to reattach this particular school with the educational block, cluster, panchayat, constituency, municipality and city. This is one method. Or we can say this is one option. Now, suppose we are creating a new state. We have created a new state. Government has created a new state. Out of Andhra, they have created Telangana. What is done is, for example, there were 20 districts in one state, Andhra. 10 are now taken into Telangana. If we just move the data from one system to another system and delete the 10 districts of Andhra from Telangana and delete the 10 districts of Telangana from Andhra, it will create two states data, but with the same state code. The state code will be same, what was there in the earlier database. So we had given a provision of new option is there, recode district. Recode district. It will say select a district to recode. Now for example we are having Kutch. If we select Kutch, it says the new district code will be 2427. Why it is 2427? Because there are total 26 districts in this particular state. It will create a new district, but it is only suggestive code. You can change the code. Instead of 27, you can have 28 or you can have 29. This is a method for recoding a district, but this method itself can be used to recode the state. For example, we were taking Andhra and Telangana. Andhra state code is 29 and the district code starts from 2901 to, for example, 2920. And now if we bifurcate this one state into two, from 2901 to 2910 is Andhra Pradesh, 2911 to 2920 is Telangana. Now how do we recode the state code? Select the 2911 and give the district code as 3611. Now what is this 36? 36th state or UT of India. Presently we are having 35.
Sir, why 3611, 3601 should be?
0 can also be, 01 can also be there. It can be 3601 also. But why we are saying 11? We can, by seeing the school code itself, we can say that this is the particular district which is bifurcated from Andhra Pradesh. If we make it 3601, it is a valid code. It will change it. But then we will have to see the district name also for recognition of the district, that to recognize that this is the same district. Now if you 2426 27 was the suggested code for example Banaskantha. We can give the new district name also. If we are bifurcating a district, then we created a new district, we can give the new name also, whatever name we give. Then validate and recode. How will it validate? That means you have to specify the 4-digit valid district code.
अगर डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोड वो वही दे देते जो पहले भी है तो भी वैलिडेट
तो नहीं हो जाएगा valid. Suppose we are giving 22 and the state name, district name. So it will take 4-digit valid code for a district and a valid name. Now once you have moved all these schools or the geographical entity mapping has been done, then you can go to tools menu and printing of DCF. In this particular section in printing of the DCF, it is similar to the previous year module. Only the internal changes are done and the data capture format will be printed as it was printed in the previous year, but with the new variables. Just select complete DCF. Now see, we are logged in into Gujarat state data and it is automatically taking Gujarati as a DCF language. Select the complete DCF option. Select the year 2014-15. Select the block for which you want to print the DCF. Select the school for which you want to print the DCF. Our suggestion is that first you print the DCF into the PDF files. If you select multiple schools and you click on print DCF and you have selected the printer as the PDF printer, then all the contents of the printing will go to one single PDF file. Later on, you can distribute this PDF file to lower level geographical entities. If this process is being done at the state level, there will be a unique format for data capture format, unique method for printing the data capture format from the state level. Generate district-wise PDF file, block-wise PDF file and distribute to the block officers to print. They will print from their own. But it depends on the state policy, what they are planning. If they can generate the DCF into PDF file at the state level, they can tell the district to generate the PDF of the DCF at the district level or block level. Now for example, if we select one school, select the printer as the PDF printer and click on PDF, print PDF. Then it will do some processing and it will display how the DCF will be printed. But it will not print the DCF into the Word file, into the PDF file. Why? Because we had not clicked on print to printer. If we click on it, then we click on printer, print DCF, then what it will do is, whatever is going to be printing, that printing will go to the PDF file. This is the method how the DCF is being printed. It will be displayed on the screen. Now it shows that these are the pages. In this particular file there are 8 pages. In this particular file there are 12 pages. In this particular file there are 5 pages. This is primary with upper primary with secondary and higher secondary school. And at the last there is a blank page. If we click on it, here we can see how the DCF is being printed. In each section we can see. To create a PDF file, this is the method. Let me show it again. To print the DCF, go to Tools menu, Print DCF, select a block, select a school which you want to print, click on Print to Printer, select the appropriate language, select the printer, and click on Print DCF. What it will do is, it will process the data for 2014-15 for the selected school, and it will start printing it into the PDF file. Now it shows the file, and now you can save this file. Now I have selected only one school. You can select a bunch of schools. 1 school, 2 school, 3 school, all schools. At one go, all the schools DCF will be shifted into the PDF file. Now this PDF can be distributed among the districts, blocks for printing on the paper. Save this file. With any name, any valid name. Save it. Exit from here. I will close this module to view the PDF file. Open the Explorer. Let us see how the data capture format is, what is generated from. This is the file which we saved now. Open it in the PDF reader. This is the file which has been printed from the software. The cover page with the logo and whatever contents the state had requested for, with the school code, school name, district name, revenue block name, cluster name, village name, pin code, habitation name, school category, school management and type of school. This is state specific request that has been incorporated into DICE software. The letter is there. Then the data capture format which was discussed in the morning. Same is the sequence. This is 1 to 8 school. So it is printing only a part of the data capture format. See the teacher's detail. It is printing only for primary and upper primary. because this is a elementary school. Secondary and higher secondary teachers information is not sought for here. Here, instructional days for primary and upper primary, but secondary and higher secondary is not asked. 1 to 8 school is there, so 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th classrooms and condition of classrooms is not required. MDM is there. Teacher's detail is there. This is the data capture format for a selected state. So the mobile number is also there. And the new variable which was there, that has been codified as A, and the definition of A is given. So this is A, column number 28. This year we had added this column number also. 1, 2, 3 like this. So A is column number 28. And the definition of 28 is, in English it is, whether the teacher is trained in computers, in the use of computers and teaching through computer. So that complete text was not able to be fitted here, so we have codified it and the text is written here. So here you have to specify yes, no. Instead of yes, you have to write 1. Instead of no, you have to write 2. Then new admissions, enrollment by caste, enrollment by age, enrollment by medium of instruction, repeaters, incentives for primary, upper primary, Pariksha Parinam, examination result which has been added this year, CWSN details, CWSN facility, supplementary variables of the state, and at the end certificate to be given by the school level, district level, block level officer who is checking this format. And at the end, blank page. Why is the blank page there? The blank page is there because while printing the data capture format, we had selected to put a blank page after the data capture format. If the data capture format last page is coming to a odd or even numbers. So using that concept, if you go to print this year, there is an option blank page at the end. So this is how you can print the data capture format. If you want to print the school report card of the same school for previous year, along with the data capture format, method is same. Select the school, everything is same, just click on it. Print school report card previous year. It will print the school report card of the selected school along with the data capture format, so that you can give the school report card also along with the data capture format. Other regional languages available in printing is Hindi, Kannada, Marathi. By default, English is the language for DCF printing. But for state specific, for Madhya Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh and Uttaranchal, it can be in Hindi or English. By default, it will be Hindi for those states. But they can change. For example, by default now we are having Gujarati because we are logged into Gujarat database. But we can even print the data capture format in English also. Just change the language and see the data capture format. Now this data capture format will be printed in English, not in Gujarati. So this is the method for printing the data capture format. Once the data capture format is printed, it has to be distributed through a proper channel from state level to district if it is printed at the state level, or if it is printed at the block level, then from block to CRC coordinator. CRC coordinator will provide this data capture, pre-printed data capture format to the school headmaster or respondent. They will fill it, they will test it, and they will reply it back. They will provide it back to the CRC coordinator. The CRC coordinator will see the data capture format for all the variables. Filled in data capture format should be signed by the headmaster, respondent, and CRC coordinator, and then it should be brought to the point where the data entry is to be done. This is first step to be done for this year. Once the data capture format, filled in data capture format is received back from the block, from the cluster level to the data entry point, then we can go for the data entry. For the data entry option, it is similar to previous year. Just go to data menu, go to school data, select the block for which you want to make the data entry. All the schools will be listed in red color. Why red color? Because just now we have generated the data from 2013-14 and the data of enrollment part is not there. So when you receive the filled-in data capture format, from seeing those data capture formats, we have to select the school, go to data entry section. Again, the screen is synchronized with the data capture format. All those new variables which are available in now in the data capture format will also be available in the data entry screen. Again, more and more validations are being put into it, more and more validations are being incorporated into the data entry part so that you enter correct and authenticated data from the data capture format. All the corrections, all the modifications which are required for the year 2014-15 have been done, and you will just see that the new item which has been incorporated is examination result. That is also available now in the data entry part. Once you have gone through the data entry for one school, again you will be back to the dashboard. From here again you have to select the next data capture format, select the school and go for data entry. Now suppose you are facing any problem, out of this 124 schools you have to select a particular school. How to find that school? You can filter the schools by cluster because you will be receiving the data capture format in bundle from clusters. Select a particular cluster, only the schools of that particular cluster will be listed. Searching a school out of 10 schools is not a problem. You can select it and go for data entry. Still, you can select a village and the list will be shortened. Now out of these two schools, selecting a school or searching a school is not a problem. Select the school for which you want to make the data entry and continue. The same method continues for all the schools until and unless all the schools background color in dashboard becomes white. What does it mean? If there is any school in this particular dashboard having red color at the background, that means either the DCF is not received back for that particular school, or we had received back the DCF but we had not made the entry, or which also means that the enrollment of this particular school is not there. There is zero enrollment in this particular school. These are the three reasons for getting red color in this particular list. There can be other color also. Blue color at the background of a school in this particular list, if it comes, that means enrollment has been entered, but there is some inconsistency. What inconsistency can be there? Presently when you double click on any school, it is showing enrollment not given. But if it is not red at the background, that means, and when you double click on a school and the color is not red color or white color, there is a blue color, then it will display the validations in either toilet details is not given, either classrooms are not matching, teachers are not there, or there is some inconsistency in teachers' data. These kind of validations are available on double click in this particular list. Like this, you have to complete the data entry for all the schools, all the blocks, all the districts, and then you can send this data to higher level. If you are entering the data at the block level, send the data to district level. If you are entering the data to district level, send the completed consistency checked data to state level. How to check the inconsistency? Go to data menu, click on inconsistency option, select the level, select the block, and if there is any inconsistency in master data. If there is any inconsistency in master data, it will display a list of schools where the inconsistency. हाँ सही.
अभी तो रिपोर्ट में ही अपना वो वाला ही वही लेते हैं ना.
I'm coming to this. Most of the inconsistency checks are present in this module also, but a large number of inconsistency and validation options are there in reports. These inconsistency checks can be used or should be used or must be used while making the data entry. जब आप डेटा एंट्री कर रहे हो उस टाइम आप रिपोर्टर मॉड्यूल में नहीं जाते. अभी आपने यहाँ डेटा एंट्री की 10 स्कूलों की डेटा एंट्री किया आपने. आप इनकंसिस्टेंसी चला के देखो कहाँ पे इनकंसिस्टेंसी है. जहां पे स्टार आ गया इस लिस्ट में, फॉर एग्जाम्पल एट दिस पर्टिकुलर लिस्ट here it says year of recognition not given for secondary and year of recognition not given for higher secondary. So these kind of inconsistencies are there. Building equipment data. Now see, toilet for boys. In this particular school, first school, there are no toilet seats for boys and none are functioning. We are not saying that if a school is listed in this particular list that there is no toilet, you don't have to make this data correction and you don't have to provide that toilets are there in this particular school. This should be the figure provided by the school level. Whether really, there may be some schools where really toilets are not there in the school. So let it be, let the star come. Because this is the correct data. Don't modify the data, only give that data which is available in the data capture format. Don't change the values you are saying at the time of data entry. Now these inconsistency checks related with master data, building equipment, infrastructure data, teacher data, enrollment by caste data, enrollment by medium of instruction data, repeaters data, MDM data, RTE data, SMDC data, or classrooms data. These are to be used at the time of data entry. Once the data entry is over, then you have to check the reports. For checking the reports, you have to use the reporter module, and in reporter module again there are n number of reporting options or inconsistency options which can be used for generating the inconsistencies. Again, login into the selected user for which you want to process the data. Before generating the report, you have to go to compile menu, compile the data, select the year, select the district and proceed. What it will do is, it will just create some intermediate tables to generate the reports, which will be useful for generating the reports very quickly. Now go to reports menu. There are groups of comparative reports, which means for comparative reports you need minimum 2 years data. All other reports are single year reports, school related reports, in which you can generate the school report card for each and every school. Data summary is there. Select the year for which you want to see the report and click on show. What it will do is, for the selected year, for the selected state, it will display the district summary. Again, if you select a block, the district summary will be converted into block summary. Select a cluster, block summary will be converted into cluster summary. This is the method of drill down. From state level, you can compare. If you see like this, now this is at state level, you are visualizing the district-wise report. At the district level, you are visualizing the block-wise report. At the block level, you are visualizing cluster-wise data. You can even go drill down to the school level list. Similarly, you can see enrollment related reports, teacher related reports, raw data you can generate from here and you can take it to Excel or any other software, consistency checks, list of schools with key variables, list of schools not having locations, list of schools where year of establishment has been changed, list of schools where building status is changed from previous year to current year, list of schools where water facility is changed from previous year to current year, list of schools without ramp, without boys toilet, without girls toilet, without drinking water, without kitchen shed, without boundary wall, without playground, without classroom. N number of reports are there. But if you use all these reports, your data will be perfect. If you rectify all these problems, your data will be perfect and you will be at the top of the list in any ranking methodology. Similarly, these are master lists. What are the school categories available in your system? These are the school categories available in your system. What are the school managements available in your system? Similarly, type of residential school, medium of instruction, building, like this, n number of reports are there. Now, we have added n number of reports and we are not able to find a particular report. Suppose in the school related report, now there are 113 reports, but with the combination and permutation if you create, there can be lakhs and reports which can be generated from the software. To find a school, because now in the list of schools we are given the facility of finding a school. In this particular list we are given a facility to search a report, because now there are many reports. For example, we click on this search report. It will open a box. What do we want? We want to see the reports which are related with toilets. Just type part of the search criteria and click on show. These are the reports available in the module for related with toilets. Schools having common toilet, 27 number. Report number 28, schools having girls toilet, schools having toilet, details of toilet, schools having boys toilet, schools having functional toilet for girls, for boys, RTE compliant schools, toilet criteria, compare toilet for boys and girls, critical variables, list of schools without boys toilet, without girls toilet, and the group is also given, and the list of, and the report number is also given. Now you just see what report you want. For example, you want list of schools without boys toilet. Report number is 59. Item is, a group is critical variables. Group number 7. Close it. Go to 7. Group number 7. What was the report number? 59. List of schools without boys toilet. No option available for this particular school. No schools are there. Similarly, you can search the report and you can generate a report. Once you had generated the report, you had finalized the data, now you have to supply this data to the higher levels. Block to district, district to state, and from state to national. There is a login into the module. There is a data management utility. Click on it. The state is already selected. Select a district. Select a block. Select a year. Now what do you want to do with this? You want to export to Excel this data? For the selected block, select the process to export to Excel. create users, make DMP, truncate data. Whatever you want to do, you can do it from here. Or you can create a DMP file. State is selected, all districts for this year. You want to transfer the data to another user. Proceed it. Data from this particular state for this all district or for the selected district for the selected year will be transferred to this particular year. This is bifurcation of state to district. Select a district, select a block, select a year. Now transfer this block to this particular district, this particular user. Bifurcation of district. This is a method. Make DMP. It will create a DMP file. That DMP file you can send it to higher levels. Block to district, district to state, and state to national. This is how you can send the data to national. You don't have to fiddle with the Oracle database. Everything is available in the module itself. You don't have to create tables, you don't have to modify the tables as per the new DCF. You don't have to export the data from command prompt or from Oracle utility. You don't have to generate the raw data from Oracle. The software option is available in software. Everything is available. Exporting the data to DMP, converting the data from one user to another user, converting the data to Excel, anyway. Everything is available in DICE. So this is the new, these are the changes which have been done into the module, and if you have any questions related with the software part, then within 5-10 minutes we can take that. Otherwise we will close down the session. Later on, if you feel that after using the module and you are facing some questions, then you can send us on SMS or you can send us on email. The questions can be sent to us. We will reply to that through email only. If you have any questions from the audience, from internal team or from external team, we are ready to reply now.
सर ये अपडेटेड मॉड्यूल है ना?
Yes. This is the updated module. It will be sent to you on your email.
पर उसमें ये जो स्कूल का जो यूनिक कोड बना ना, उसका जो लिस्ट हुआ वो इसमें नहीं आ रहा है सर. मैं आपने जो भेजा है मेरे वाले में नहीं आ रहा है.
जो आपको भेजा है वो पुराना मॉड्यूल है. ये मॉड्यूल जो अभी आपको प्रेजेंट किया है, ये आज सुबह ही रेडी किया. मिल जाएगा आपको जल्दी मिलेगा, आपकी मेल पे मिल जाएगा.
और सर इसमें सिर्फ एक है कि जो डिस्ट्रिक्ट जो नया बना है पूरा का पूरा, मतलब डिस्ट्रिक्ट स्प्लिट हो रहा है तो पूरा जो ब्लॉक है उसकी सभी स्कूल है वो दूसरे डिस्ट्रिक्ट में जा रही है. तो वो सीधा स्कूल का लिस्ट उस ब्लॉक में ट्रांसफर करेंगे तो पूरा उसका स्कूल का लिस्ट भी चला जाएगा.
नहीं, उसके लिए अभी जो मैंने एक ऑप्शन दिखाया जहाँ पे डेटा मैनेजमेंट यूटिलिटी में आपका इस डिस्ट्रिक्ट का ये वाला ब्लॉक,
हाँ,
सिलेक्टेड ईयर या ऑल ईयर्स.
हाँ,
मान लीजिए हम सिलेक्टेड ईयर करते हैं प्रेजेंटली. आपने एक नया यूजर बना लीजिए, फॉर एग्जांपल इस यूजर में भेज दें.
हाँ,
अभी क्या होगा, ये वाला एक ब्लॉक आपका इस डिस्ट्रिक्ट में से इस यूजर में चला जाएगा.
ओके.
नाउ दिस विल बी ए न्यू डिस्ट्रिक्ट.
पर फिर उसका स्कूल का जो स्कूल कोड है,
हाँ,
उसका क्या करेंगे? वो तो पुराना रहेगा सर.
नहीं, पुराना क्यों रहेगा? देखो अभी आप उसमें लॉगिन करो, फिर उस नए यूजर में लॉगिन किया, कोडिफाई में गए, रिकॉर्ड डिस्ट्रिक्ट. यहाँ पे आपने वो डिस्ट्रिक्ट सेलेक्ट किया, उसका डिस्ट्रिक्ट आ गया. यहाँ पे आप उसका कोड चेंज कर दो.
ओके.
ये इसीलिए दिया है, जो रिकोड डिस्ट्रिक्ट दिया है वो इसीलिए दिया है कि एक नया डिस्ट्रिक्ट बन गया. उस डिस्ट्रिक्ट का कोड तो पहले तो पुराने वाला आ गया, लेकिन यहाँ से आप रिकोड कर सकते हो.
सब स्कूल का स्कूल कोड चेंज हो जाएगा।
जब आप यहाँ से इसको रिकोड डिस्ट्रिक्ट करोगे, 4 डिजिट का कोड जैसे ही चेंज करोगे तो सभी स्कूल का जो कोड है जिसमें आपका एग्जिस्टिंग डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोड लगा होगा, फॉर एग्जांपल 2401, अब वो 2401 की जगह जो आप यहाँ पे डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोड दोगे वो हो जाएगा।
ओके।
और लेकिन उसमें वो यूनिक कोड भी लगा रहेगा।
लगभग वही चाहिए, वो यूनिक कोड लगा रहना चाहिए।
हाँ, तो वो यूनिक कोड तो हमने पहले जनरेट किया ना 2014-15 में।
हाँ।
वो यूनिक कोड तो लगा रहेगा ना।
सर नई स्कूल जो ऐड करेंगे उसका यूनिक कोड अपने आप देता जाएगा ना सॉफ्टवेयर?
आप जो नया स्कूल ऐड करोगे उसके लिए आपको ईयर ऑफ एस्टेब्लिशमेंट देना पड़ेगा।
वो डालेंगे उसको
जैसे ही
आईडी दे दें।
जैसे ही आप नया स्कूल कोड बनाने के लिए ईयर ऑफ एस्टेब्लिशमेंट दोगे, उसका एक नया यूनिक कोड जनरेट हो जाएगा सर।
समहाउ सपोज कि डेटाबेस में कोई 1-2 स्कूल का एस्टेब्लिशमेंट ईयर नहीं आया था, उसका यूनिक, तो उसका आइडिया पे अभी नहीं हो रहा है तो उसको मैनुअल डालना पड़ेगा कि
मैनुअली नहीं डालना है। जिस स्कूल का ईयर ऑफ एस्टेब्लिशमेंट नहीं दिया हुआ आप उसका नया ईयर ऑफ एस्टेब्लिशमेंट डाल दीजिए। उसके बाद आपको इसमें ऑप्शन मिलेगा यहाँ पे, व्हेन यू क्लिक ऑन क्रिएट यूनिक स्कूल कोड, इट विल क्रिएट यूनिक स्कूल कोड ओनली फॉर दो स्कूल जिसका यूनिक स्कूल कोड नहीं है।
अच्छा, यूनिक कोड देने के बाद एस्टेब्लिशमेंट ईयर कोई चेंज भी नहीं कर पाएगा ना?
यूनिक कोड एक बार यूनिक कोड क्रिएट हो गया, उसके बाद अगर आप ईयर ऑफ एस्टेब्लिशमेंट चेंज भी करोगे तो भी यूनिक कोड चेंज नहीं होगा,
वही रहेगा।
हाँ बस
ईयर ऑफ एस्टेब्लिशमेंट यू कैन चेंज, बट उसके बेस पे कोड चेंज नहीं होगा। फिर
यूनिक कोड तो
एस्टेब्लिशमेंट ईयर तो चेंज करवा देंगे।
एस्टेब्लिशमेंट देखो अच्छा रहेगा कि एक बार पहले आप ईयर ऑफ एस्टेब्लिशमेंट फाइनलाइज कर लो, उसके बाद आप यूनिक कोड क्रिएट करो। अगर ऐसा नहीं करते हो तो कोई बात नहीं, आप यूनिक कोड क्रिएट कर लो, उसके बाद ईयर ऑफ एस्टेब्लिशमेंट चेंज करोगे तो यूनिक कोड चेंज नहीं होगा।
2-3 ईयर में भी आएगा।
सर ये यूनिक कोड वाली प्रोसेस इस साल ही करनी है?
हाँ, ये इसी साल करनी है,
नेक्स्ट ईयर इसकी जरूरत नहीं है।
नेक्स्ट ईयर जरूरत नहीं है।
हाँ, नए जो ईयर होंगे उसका यूनिक आईडी पर
नेक्स्ट ईयर जो नया स्कूल आएगा तो इसका ईयर ऑफ एस्टेब्लिशमेंट होगा, उसका कोड क्रिएट हो जाएगा।
ठीक है
ठीक है ना?
ओके सर।
और कोई प्रश्न है?
नहीं सर, बस हो गया हमारा तो।
बहुत आप सबका बहुत धन्यवाद।
Whether the playground is available or not. If no, then whether land is available for developing playground or not. Then details of computer, total number of computers available for teaching and learning. Out of these total, how many are functional? You know what is functional computer? It should be working, then it is a functional computer. Does the school have computer-aided learning, CAL? Whether yes, no, or yes or not functional. Whether medical checkup of students conducted last academic year in the school was there or not. If yes, then how many number of times the medical checkup was conducted during the last academic year? This is a new question which has been added into the direct data capture format for the year 2014-15. Whether ramps for disabled children are there or not. Whether ramp is required or not. There are schools which are there are classrooms which are accessible and are at the floor level, at the ground level, length level, so which does not require any ramp to reach to the school, reach to the class. Then if yes, whether ramps are available. If yes, whether the ramps are available. If ramps are available, then whether the handrails are available for the ramps or not. Question number 17 to 20 are for secondary and higher secondary. The facility related. Details of attached hostel facility is there. Whether the boys hostel is there, girls hostel is there or not. If yes, then how many number of boys and girls are residing in the school. Then some facilities, working facilities, availability of room for headmasters, separate room for girls, common room for girls, separate room for teachers, ICT lab, computer room, co-curricular activity, library room. Similarly, we had added science lab for secondary is available or not. Mathematics lab is available or not, social science lab is available or not, pre-vocational lab is available or not. Then these are for secondary. But the next question number 19 is only for higher secondary. whether physics lab, chemistry lab, biology lab, computer lab, mathematics lab, language lab, geography lab, home science lab, psychology lab is available or not, separate room, and if yes, then what is the condition of that lab? After that, we are asking for audio-visual equipment, LCD, projector, fire extinguisher, internet connection, rainwater harvesting, science kit, math kit, and a new variable, local area network, and printer is available or not in the school. Mid-day meal related information is only for government and government-aided schools, but nowadays, almost the other schools which are not managed by government or government-aided, those are also providing MDM. So, here we are only asking for government and government-aided schools, what is the status of MDM, whether it is not applicable or whether it is not provided. It is provided and prepared in the school premises, or whether it is provided but not prepared in the school premises. In that case, you have to specify if the school is providing MDM and it is prepared in the school premises, then the status of the kitchen shed you have to specify. If it is not prepared in the school but MDM is provided, then you have to provide the source of MDM. Who is providing the MDM? Whether the nearby school is providing the MDM, or NGO is providing the MDM, or self-help group, or PTA or Mother Teacher Association, or Gram Panchayat, or central kitchen is there in the state, which where the MDM is prepared and provided to the school. Then in the teacher's detail, all the variables are same except only one variable which has been added at the end, and that is whether the teacher is trained in teaching computers and whether the teacher is trained in use of computer and teaching through computer. This is a new variable which has been added. That means you have to clearly specify in yes or no that whether the teacher which you are listing here are trained in use of computers and in teaching through computers. In this teacher's detail, yeah.
ये हम वेरिएबल में लेते ही थे हर साल, इस साल इसमें ऐड हो गया तो
So now this has been added for the complete all the states and all the schools, all the teachers. Previously some schools might be taking. Mobile number also is a variable which most of the states are taking, but now we have not made it mandatory in the national data capture format. It is better if you are capturing mobile number, it is good. The data is stored in the database. Other than teacher's detail, new admissions in grade 1, this is same as it was in the previous year. New admissions in grade 1. Enrollment in current academic session by social category, starting from pre-primary to class 12, gender-wise, social category-wise. How many number of boys and girls are there in class 1, 2, 3 up to 12 who are in general category, who are in SC category, ST category or OBC? Out of this total, out of total of general SC, ST, OBC, how many are in Muslim category, how many are Christians, Sikh, Buddhist, Parsi, Jain or others? These are type of minorities specified at the national level, religious group, and we are capturing the information here. This enrollment by social category is the mandatory table, and this information is to be provided very authentically in the data capture format, because this is the main source of information for calculating enrollments. Now, similar information of the enrollment in the current academic session by enrollment by age, but not by social category. All children's, class-wise, gender-wise, age-wise. How many boys and girls are there who are of less than 5 age, or in the age group of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, up to 12 in the class 1, up to 13 in class 2, and similarly in other classes. Similar information of enrollment in current academic session by medium of instruction. In medium of instruction, then we have to specify class-wise, gender-wise, medium of instruction-wise. Total enrollment. Then you have to specify repeaters in current academic session by social category, by class, by gender. जैसे हमने ऊपर enrollment बताया है, इसी तरह enrollment में से current year में total repeaters कितने हैं वो बताना है. Repeaters are not necessarily due to failures. These are not necessarily failures. These may be, repeaters may be due to long absenteeism or any other reason. So repeaters are still there in the system. Then facilities for primary students, primary classes and upper primary classes by social category. How many boys and girls receive free textbook and free uniform in general category, SC category, ST category, OBC category. After that, a new, or we can say a renewed table, which was 4 or 5 years back already in DICE, examination result in the last academic year. How many general boys, girls, SC boys, girls, ST boys, girls, OBC boys, girls at the terminal grade in class 5 and class 8. How many boys and girls were there at the end of previous academic session? How many appeared in the exam? Out of the appeared, how many passed? And out of passed, how many passed with more than 60%? More than 60 does not mean that 61%. We should include 60 also. How many passed with 60 or more than 60%? Because 60% is also considered at first division. So how many number of students who appeared and passed, out of those passed, how many passed with more than or equal to 60% marks? This is a new table again inserted into the data capture format. Children with special need. Children with special need again class-wise, gender-wise, type of impairment-wise. How many boys and girls? How many boys and girls are visually impaired, complete blindness, low vision, hearing impairment, speech impairment, locomotor impairment? Locomotor means impairment or disability in moving. Mental retardation, learning disability, cerebral palsy, autism, and multiple disability. These disabilities are already listed and these are very well known. Each and every student who is having any kind of disability are having these kind of certificates with them. The headmaster sir who is entering the information into the data capture format can see the certificate, disability certificate, and then only they can enter this kind of information. In the last academic year, how many number of CWSN were provided the facility, CWSN facility like braille books, braille kit, low vision kit, hearing aid, braces, crutches, wheelchair, tricycle, all calipers. After that, now up to this part, the data capture format of the variables related with elementary level are completed. Now all the variables which are there now starting from table M are only for secondary and higher secondary classes. Availability of stream, art stream, science streams, commercial, vocational and other streams are available or not. If it is available, then enrollment and repeaters by class, by gender, by social category, by stream. For class 11th and 12th, enrollment and repeaters. Then after that, examination result by social category, by gender, how many appeared in class 10, how many passed, with what range of marks. Similarly for class 2, by stream, how many appeared and passed, and how many passed with what percentage of marks. Receipt and funds of RMS, receipt and funds made by the school under RMSA. On the second page we had seen in the question number 33 or 34, we are collecting the fund information for SSA. Here it is only for RMSA. table of the data capture format is number of non-teaching. In the first page, second page, and in the teacher's detail, we had seen the information for in-service for the in-position teachers. These are non-teaching staff and administrative and support staff. How many accountants are sanctioned and in position? How many library assistant? How many UDC, LDC? How many PMs or MTS? MTS means multitasking staff. Or how many night watchmen are sanctioned and in position in the school? This data capture format is to be correctly filled in by the headmaster or respondent nominated by the headmaster of the school. And after filling, this is to be handed over to the CRC coordinator. CRC coordinator is responsible for validating each and every variable in the data capture format, and then only he or she should pass on the data capture format to the point where the data entry is done. If the data entry is done at the cluster level, then the CRC coordinator can make the MIS person to do the data entry from the data capture format, or not. If the data entry is done at the block level, then the headmaster, then the CRC coordinator can pass on the data capture format, filled in data capture format in the bundles to the block level. This is what we had this year in the data capture format 2014-15. We can now take some of the questions from participants who are listening to us or who are viewing us. There is a Gujarat team and there are others also who can ask the questions if there is any. Otherwise, we can request the in-house participants who can ask some questions if the FAR team is not asking any question. Asif or any other state who is interested to ask any question related with the data capture format, you can ask now.
Sir.
Yeah.
ये रिजल्ट का है एग्जाम रिजल्ट का जिसमें कक्षा 4 और 5 है और 7 और 8 है 6 नहीं है, तो उसका क्या मतलब है?
मैंने अभी बताया था जब हम एग्जामिनेशन रिजल्ट जो हमने नया सेक्शन ऐड किया उसमें हम वर्क कर रहे थे, जब आप देखोगे वहां पे हमने कहा है टर्मिनल ग्रेड्स। टर्मिनल ग्रेड होता है अगर प्राइमरी एजुकेशन साइकिल है और आपके यहाँ पे अगर एजुकेशन साइकिल 1 to 5 है प्राइमरी, तो प्राइमरी की कट ऑफ क्लास है 5। 5th के बाद बच्चा 6th में जाता है, दैट मीन्स ही और शी द चिल्ड्रन इज मूविंग टू अपर प्राइमरी। एक स्टेज कंप्लीट हो जाती है, वो स्टेज इज द कट ऑफ लेवल। दैट कट ऑफ लेवल इज आइदर 5 और क्लास 4 एट द प्राइमरी लेवल। अपर प्राइमरी लेवल पे क्लास 8 या क्लास 7। क्लास 7 कहां पे होती है, क्लास 4 कहां पे होती है? कुछ स्टेट्स में जहां पे अभी भी RT नॉर्म्स को फॉलो नहीं किया गया है, वहां पे कट ऑफ क्लासेस प्राइमरी लेवल इज 1 to 4 एंड अपर प्राइमरी इज क्लास 5 to 8 या 5 to 7। तो प्राइमरी लेवल की कट ऑफ क्लास है 4 और अपर प्राइमरी की 7 उन स्टेट्स में। अदरवाइज इन मोस्ट ऑफ द स्टेट्स in most of the states, primary level is class 5, upper primary level is class 8, secondary level, आप अगर secondary हायर सेकेंडरी एग्जामिनेशन की टेबल देखेंगे तो वहां पर भी हमने क्लास 10 और क्लास 12 पूछा है। हमने क्लास 9 और क्लास 8 का रिजल्ट नहीं पूछा या क्लास 11 का नहीं पूछा। क्लास 10, क्लास 12, क्लास 5, क्लास 8 आर ट्रीटेड एज टर्मिनल ग्रेड, इसीलिए पूछा गया। क्वेश्चन है अपने यहाँ से इंटरनल टीम।
सर ये जो न्यू वेरिएबल ऐड
जो
सर ये न्यू वेरिएबल जो ऐड हो रहे हैं, तो जब डाटा प्रिंटिंग के लिए जाएंगे तो डाटा प्रिंटिंग में वो वेरिएबल क्या ब्लैंक आएंगे या कैसे आएंगे?
जो नए वेरिएबल्स डेटा कैप्चर फॉर्मेट में इस साल ऐड हुए उनके आगे कोई भी वैल्यू लिखी हुई नहीं आएगी, उनके आगे खाली कॉलम आएगा, वहां पे आपको वैल्यू भरनी है, क्योंकि कुछ वैल्यू डिफॉल्ट वैल्यू है नहीं। मान लीजिए आपसे पूछा गया वेदर दिस इज ए रिलीजियस स्कूल और नॉट, यस और नो, वहां पर ब्लैंक आएगा, ना यस लिखा हुआ आएगा ना नो लिखा हुआ आएगा, ब्लैंक आएगा, वो हेडमास्टर साहब को भरना है, जो रिस्पॉन्डेंट है वो भरेगा।
If to prove the working at shift schools. तो दोनों स्कूल शिफ्ट स्कूल्स के लिए बोलेंगे?
क्या पूछा?
If two schools are treating as shift schools, तो क्या दोनों ही शिफ्ट स्कूल्स के लिए yes बोलेंगे?
हाँ जी, दोनों स्कूल शिफ्ट स्कूल के लिए yes बोलेंगे। और पता कैसे चलेगा कि दोनों स्कूल एक ही? यूनिक कोड से, जो आपकी बात है। अदरवाइज वी आर हैविंग टू सेपरेट स्कूल कोड्स और दोनों क्या है? शिफ्ट स्कूल है। लेकिन पता कैसे चलेगा कि दोनों एक है? यूनिक कोड से।
क्वेश्चन नंबर 26 में स्कूल रेजिडेंशियल।
रोहित भाई इधर देख।
26 में क्या?
ये रेजिडेंशियल स्कूल है या नहीं?
हाँ।
इसमें स्कूल कैटेगरी के अकॉर्डिंगली इसको फिल करना है या कैसे?
रेजिडेंशियल के लिए, रेजिडेंशियल में वी आर हैविंग 4 ऑप्शंस। इफ द स्कूल इज प्राइमरी ओनली, तो प्राइमरी का ही सिर्फ क्वेश्चन पूछा जाएगा वहां पे अपर प्राइमरी, सेकेंडरी, हायर सेकेंडरी प्रिंट नहीं होगा। इफ द स्कूल इज सेकेंडरी ओनली, तो उसमें एक क्वेश्चन पूछा जाएगा वेदर द स्कूल इज रेजिडेंशियल। इफ यस, देन सेकेंडरी में आपको बताना है कि ये किस तरह का रेजिडेंशियल स्कूल है। ऑप्शन विल बी प्रिंटेड अकॉर्डिंग टू द स्कूल कैटेगरी।
अगर सर मेरा एक नया स्कूल है सर तो मेरे पास 11 डिजिट का कोड नहीं है, तो वो सर कोड कैसे जनरेट होगा?
देखिए, हमने स्टार्टिंग में प्रोफेसर मेहता ने भी कहा, मैंने भी बार बार इस बात पे फोकस किया था कि जब आप डेटा कैप्चर फॉर्मेट प्रिंट करेंगे, तो डेटा कैप्चर फॉर्मेट प्रिंट करने से पहले आपको मास्टर लिस्ट क्रिएट करनी है स्कूल की। स्कूल की मास्टर लिस्ट क्या होती है? जितने नए स्कूल खुले आपके डिस्ट्रिक्ट में, आपके ब्लॉक में, आपके एरिया में, वो आपको लिस्ट कहां से मिलेगी? डिस्ट्रिक्ट एजुकेशन ऑफिस से मिलती है। जितने नए स्कूल्स खुले हैं वो नए स्कूल्स की लिस्ट आप डाइस में पहले क्रिएट करोगे, उसका एक कोड क्रिएट होगा। जब वो कोड क्रिएट हो जाएगा उसके बाद आप प्रिंटिंग करोगे। जब प्रिंटिंग करोगे तो ऑटोमेटिकली जो नया कोड क्रिएट हुआ है वो उसमें आपको लिस्ट में जो आपने कोड क्रिएट किया वो आपको डेटा कैप्चर फॉर्मेट में प्रिंट होकर मिलेगा।
अभी जब हम ब्रेक किए थे तो मैं से ये पूछा था कि क्या हम अनरिकॉग्नाइज्ड स्कूल का भी आंकड़ा इकट्ठा करना है क्या? दोस्तों, ऐसा है जैसे राइट टू एजुकेशन एक्ट लग गया, उसके बाद में 3 सालों के 3 वर्षों के अंदर ये अनरिकॉग्नाइज्ड स्कूल सभी या तो रिकॉग्नाइज हो जाने चाहिए थे या बंद कर दिए जाने चाहिए थे। आपके क्षेत्र में अभी भी अनरिकॉग्नाइज्ड स्कूल अगर चल रहे हैं तो उन सबका आंकड़ा भी हमें डाइस 2014-15 प्रपत्र के बाद बनवाना है। ये जरूर ध्यान रखिएगा। अभी भी हिंदुस्तान की बहुत सी जगहों पे ये चल रहे हैं और अगर आपके यहाँ पे भी है तो निश्चित रूप से हमारा प्रपत्र जो पिछली वर्ष कवर हो गए थे उनके पास तो पहुंचा नहीं है, लेकिन इसके अलावा भी अगर और जानकारी अनरिकॉग्नाइज्ड स्कूल, अनरिकॉग्नाइज्ड मदरसा या रिकॉग्नाइज्ड मदरसा की अगर हमारे पास में आती है तो उनकी इन्फॉर्मेशन भी हमें इकट्ठी करवानी है।
हाँ
जी पूछिए।
हाँ सर, एक क्वेश्चन है। जो पुराने साल 1 से 12 से स्कूल थे और मैनेजमेंट टीम थे, आपकी क्या कर रहे हैं कि तीनों को अलग अलग कर रहे हैं? नहीं, 3 स्कूल हो जाएंगे, सही बात है, पर जब डीसीएफ प्रिंटिंग करेंगे तो जो 2 अलग स्कूल हुए उनका भी डेटा आएगा?
डेटा आएगा। देखिए, हमने जब स्टार्टिंग में जब डेटा कैप्चर फॉर्मेट पे डिस्कशन शुरू किया उससे पहले एक चीज बोली थी जिसपे शायद आप ध्यान नहीं दे पाए उस टाइम। उस पे
डेटा ऐसा
सुनिएगा, हमने कहा था जब आप स्प्लिट स्कूल का एक ऑप्शन डाइस में यूज करोगे प्रिंटिंग करने से पहले, स्प्लिट स्कूल, तो जो स्कूल की बात आप कर रहे हैं, जैसे एक स्कूल 1 से 12 था, उसमें तीनों मैनेजमेंट अलग अलग थी। डेटा सेम डेटा विल बी कॉपीड इनटू 2 न्यू स्कूल्स और दोनों का अलग अलग नया कोड क्रिएट हो जाएगा। आपका वही डेटा एज इट इज पूरा प्रिंट होगा तीनों डेटा कैप्चर फॉर्मेट में, बट तीनों में कोड अलग अलग होगा और तीनों की मैनेजमेंट जो मैनेजमेंट थी, एलिमेंट्री लेवल की जो मैनेजमेंट थी वो एलिमेंट्री वाले डीसीएम में प्रिंट होगी। जो सेकेंडरी की मैनेजमेंट आपने पिछले साल बताई थी वो मैनेजमेंट प्रिंट होगी। जो हायर सेकेंडरी की मैनेजमेंट बताई थी वो मैनेजमेंट प्रिंट होगी। डेटा आपका पूरा सेफ रहेगा। जब आप स्प्लिट करोगे ओनली स्कूल कोड इज is created, data is there. One school will be converted into 3 schools. एक स्कूल कोड तो जो पिछले साल का वही रहेगा एलिमेंट्री का, सेकेंडरी के लिए नया कोड बन जाएगा, हायर सेकेंडरी के लिए नया कोड बन जाएगा, डेटा सेम रहेगा।
लेकिन हेडमास्टर साहब को अच्छी तरह से बताना है, ये एक ही स्कूल हो गई है, फैसिलिटी तो वही है जो पिछले साल दी थी, लेकिन इस बार उनको बताना है कि वो अच्छी तरह से देख लें, जो छपी हुई जानकारी आएगी उसको भी देख लें, और उसमें अगर कुछ चेंजेस करने हैं तो वो उसको चेंज करके और गोल लाल सही से बोला करें।
हमारे स्कूल के एक स्कूल है 1 to 12 की है, उसमें स्टैंडर्ड 1 to 5 का मैनेजमेंट 5 और ग्रेजुएट स्कूल, और 9 to 10 का ग्रेजुएट स्कूल, और 11 to 12 का नॉन ग्रेजुएट स्कूल। तो कितनी स्कूल हो गए?
3
नहीं, इसमें 3 मैनेजमेंट अलग अलग है कि 2 मैनेजमेंट अलग अलग है?
और बीच वाला 9 to 10 का ग्रेजुएट स्कूल, 1 to 5 का नॉन ग्रेजुएट है।
1 to 5 नहीं होता है। देखिए गाइस में अगर आप देखेंगे तो मैनेजमेंट 1 to 8 की एक मैनेजमेंट होती है गाइस में, 1 to 5 और 6 to 8 अलग अलग नहीं है। 1 to 8 इज ट्रीटेड एज एलिमेंट्री,
1 to 8 नॉन ग्रेजुएट स्कूल,
1 to 8 नॉन ग्रांटेड है आपके हिसाब से, ठीक है, और 9 to 12
ग्रेजुएट स्कूल,
9 to 12
9 to 10
9 to 10 ग्रांटेड है, ठीक है, और 11 12 हाँ, तो 3 स्कूल्स बनेंगे। एलिमेंट्री का एक अलग बनेगा 1 to 8 का, एक 9 to 10 का अलग बनेगा, और 11 12 अलग बनेगा। अगर देखिए इसी में अगर एक और एग्जांपल लेते हैं, 1 to 8 की मैनेजमेंट है डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ एजुकेशन, और 9 to 12 की मैनेजमेंट है लोकल बॉडी। मान लीजिए 1 to 8 इज डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ एजुकेशन, 9 to 12 इज लोकल बॉडी। तो ये 2 में स्प्लिट होगा, क्योंकि 9 10 और 11 12 दोनों की मैनेजमेंट है, वो एक स्कूल क्रिएट होगा और 1 to 8 एक क्रिएट होगा, 2 स्कूल क्रिएट होंगे। लेकिन अगर 1 to 8 डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ एजुकेशन है, 9th 10th प्राइवेट एडेड है, 11 12 प्राइवेट अनएडेड है, तो 3 स्कूल क्रिएट होंगे, 3 कोड क्रिएट होंगे। ये कंसेप्ट
इसमें
हाँ जी,
इसमें एक क्वेश्चन है, स्कूल का नाम तो एक ही है,
हाँ,
लेकिन मैनेजमेंट अलग अलग होगा,
कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता।
तो कॉलम पर जो 23 है क्या करें?
23 में क्या है क्वेश्चन? नहीं, अपग्रेडेशन तो अलग कंसेप्ट है ना, बिल्कुल ही। अपग्रेडेशन तो वो होता है कि अगर मान लीजिए एक बार एक स्कूल बना था, सबसे पहले जब ये बना था तो 1 to 8 था, उसके बाद ये अपग्रेड हो गया 1 to 10 में, फिर वो अपग्रेड हो गया 1 to 12 में, तो जो उनके अपग्रेडेशन है वो ईयर तो आप लिखोगे
वो है, लेकिन स्कूल का अलग।
हाँ, लेकिन देखिए ना, अब जो 11 12 का एक स्कूल जो अलग हुआ वो अपग्रेड तो हुआ था, उसके आगे पीछे उसके कोड तो लगा हुआ है यूनिक कोड, जो यूनिक कोड जनरेट हुआ वो तीनों में एक ही रहेगा, तीनों में यूनिक कोड एक रहेगा, लेकिन स्कूल कोड तीनों का अलग हो गया। उस यूनिक कोड से हमें पता चलेगा कि ये एक ही स्कूल है, लेकिन 3 मैनेजमेंट की वजह से स्प्लिट हो रखा है। हालांकि मैंने बहुत सारे स्टेट्स में देखा भी है, डेटाबेस में बहुत कम ऐसे स्कूल्स हैं जहां पे मल्टीपल मैनेजमेंट है। अगर हम गुजरात की बात करें तो गुजरात में 2401 जो एक डिस्ट्रिक्ट है, उस डिस्ट्रिक्ट में एक ही स्कूल हमारी डेटाबेस में है जहां पे मल्टीपल मैनेजमेंट है, जिसका कोड 2401 से स्टार्ट होता है, कच्छ। उसमें एक ही स्कूल है हमारी डेटाबेस में, आपके डेटा में, जहां पे मल्टीपल मैनेजमेंट है। आप अगर डिस्ट्रिक्ट वाइज लॉगिन करके अपने अपने डेटा में देखेंगे तो एक एक 2 स्कूल है जहां पे इस तरह के स्कूल है जहां पे मल्टीपल मैनेजमेंट है। अदरवाइज इन मोस्ट ऑफ द स्टेट्स, मोस्ट ऑफ द स्कूल्स इन इंडिया, देयर इज ओनली 1 मैनेजमेंट।